Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy, the King 2000X. That's the King 200X. I got some news, some more news, and a little bit of news here, a little news there, and a little news everywhere. Hold on just a minute. I'm gonna go drink on my drink. Look at this. This right here is the truth. It's a 32-ounce Monster. Yeah, I promote the Monster drink, energy drink. Watch this. I'm gonna do maybe like Nike or whatever, or a Nike like Sprite or Coca-Cola or some shit. Like, watch it. Anyway, um, yeah. First bit of news. I had one person who happened to be a manager or a pissed off employee one Saturday walk up to me and tell me that I had too many cards. So I looked at the dude and I said, "That's your personal opinion." He says, "I feel like you should be able to just bring in 1 or 2 binders because I think you're running a shop within my shop." I was like, "Dude, I don't sell cards. And even if they can't find cards with me or from me, I don't sell it to them. And they only go to y'all. So if I ain't got it, shit, y'all got it. If y'all ain't got it, some other kid got it. So I don't see what the problem is." He just feels like I had too many cards, and he wanted his voice to be heard. And I told him, I said, "I respect your opinion, but now let me tell my side. I feel that you should keep your opinion to yourself, and I really don't care. I mean, ain't nothing you can do. Okay, you can say, okay, well, you can leave the store. Are you the manager? No. I mean, and that's kind of a stupid reason to make somebody leave the store too, so, but that's here nor there. I was still sitting down when he made his comments. And after he got done making his comments, I still was sitting down in the store making trays with other kids. Anyway, he left. His voice was heard, my voice was heard, and in the end, we got nowhere. Because next Saturday, I'm going right back up there with all my shit. All my binders and everything on my first trip. Because I don't see why I gotta go bring in 2 binders to have somebody look at them and say, "Oh, I didn't find nothing in there." To go take that shit back to my car to get 2 more binders, bring it in, and do the same thing over, back and forth, back and forth. It's just stupid. I'm not gonna do it. I'm bringing all my shit in at once. And if you don't like it, fuck you. My second thing is, I told somebody earlier today. Earlier today, that was like earlier today because it's now 2:49 in the morning. It's earlier today, meaning like yesterday. Yeah. I was at school, and he wanted to use my cookie jar deck. I told him no. I told him I wanted to use my new deck I built, and he can, he can use that new deck, and I can use my fiends. In essence, I knew my fiends was gonna get ripped in half, and which they did, because my fiends require you to have a monster face up or attacking. With the new deck I made, it's similar to my cookie jar deck. So a lot of the monsters were face down and they weren't attacking. And the new deck is basically a lot of stall and meal. It's a lot of meal. It's not as fast as my cookie jar deck, but in overtime it will be. What else? So he used the meal deck, and his second turn he made me mill like 25 cards from my fiends, and I was just like, oh shit. And then at the end he did mill me out, and then I was like, okay, that's cool. And I asked him nicely, I said, well, do you mind me using my cookie jar deck? And he says, yeah, matter of fact, you can go first. I was like, okay. So my first couple cards, and this is how I knew I was going to win, my first 3 cards were AD Changer, Darkwood Islands, and Cookie Jar. So I looked at him and I said, I win. He goes, really? First turn win? I said, yeah, first turn I win. He goes, okay, well, show me. I said, okay. Darkwood Dylan sent 80 Changer to the grave. Drew my card. It was a Book of Eclipse. So I said, Morphin Jar. I removed 80 Changer, flipped Morphin Jar face up, played Book of Eclipse, sent all the other cards to the grave because I didn't give a damn. I drew into some more cards. Some of the cards I said sent was like Morphin Jar. I played like Shallow Grave, got back, it was Needleworm, not Morphin Jar, because Morphin Jar was over in the field. I sent like Needleworm to the grave in the first hand or whatever before I flipped it, Morphin Jar. After I flipped Morphin Jar. And I just played Shallow Grave for my hand because I drew into it to get Needleworm. And I did Book of Eclipse again and played Book of Taiyu and continuously did that. It was a first turn kill. I was happy. He was impressed. He was stunned. He didn't even want to go into round 3. He just said, I submit because the deck was so fucking fast. First turn kills. Come on. And yeah, it was basically a mill deck versus my cookie jar deck, and the cookie jar deck came up on top. It was fun. Speaking of milling, my girlfriend wanted to play me, and she used her dragon deck, and it's called Merciless Dragons, because she doesn't really care for Hopeless Dragons, because I don't know, that's her opinion of her dragons. I don't get into that stuff. So I think I used I was using my new deck I had made, the mill deck, and not my cookie jar. And so she played it, and she found it funny because she wanted to synchro. I was like, okay. Well, she started laughing because she's like, oh, I can do this synchro. I was like, okay, well, I encouraged her to synchro more. So she was like, okay, well, I'll synchro for this monster. She set it aside. She synchroed the materials for it, and she summoned it to the field. The monster she wanted to synchro for was for Iron Chain Dragon. I was like, she tried to mill me out, and I was running the mill deck. I was like, wow, 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 that's what we do now? And she started laughing. We both had a good laugh off of it. And then she was like, well, I attack your, I think it was Needleworm that was face up. I attack your Needleworm. I was like, haha, no. I played Book of Eclipse, and I flipped all my stuff face down, including her monster. And in the end, I made her mill out. And I wasn't going to let her hit me with that damn Iron Chain Dragon. No, that would just be embarrassing. Having to mill out. What else? So, also, I made some trades like I was saying to you before and earlier in the video. Well, some douchebag was telling me I had too many cards. So later on that day, I found this one kid had a card I liked. It caught my attention. And if anybody knows me, there's a certain kind of card that will catch my attention. If you checked out any of my videos, even this video, you will know what will catch my attention. And so I looked at it, I was like, I said, I like that card. I said, would you trade it? He goes, sure. So he picked out a lot of my common stuff. And he picked out, like, I want to say, maybe like 10 common cards for this one card. I was like, sure, why not? It was like a lot of cards anyway from a big old bin of cards I have that y'all seen in later videos that he picked from. So we really need to get rid of those cards, so why not? So he picked out of those, and my girl was happy because it was less work for her to do, and I got my card that I wanted. And this is the card I got. Of course, it's a gold rare morphing jar, so it's I like it. It's better than common, you know. But I did at one point, even now, I want to make my whole cookie jar deck common. as possible. There are certain cards that the rarity on it is not common yet, but probably over time they'll make them common. Who knows? Anyway, yeah, so this is the card. Now the special thing about this one is not just because it's a gold rare morphing jar, but it's the simple fact of, if you look at the card itself, it's not in English. So it's a gold rare morphing jar, and it's not in English. I like it because it's actually, I don't see people down here using it, and I want to be a trendsetter and see what all I can bring out like that. That's kind of cool looking. I'm not gonna, like, this is like the only, I don't know if it's in Korean, or whatever, English language, whatever, I don't know, because it's not in English, so, yeah, but whatever. And, yeah, it's like, it's a fun, when people play it, they're just like, wow, and if they don't know what it is at first, then I, of course, will pull it out of my side deck, because I still have it there, in case there's somebody that says, well, what does that card do? I can pull it out my side deck. Got kind of short-winded. Pull it out my side deck and show them. It's no biggie. And a lot of people are understanding. They're like, oh, okay, well, carry on. I'll continue to use my cookie jar deck, and nobody really sees a problem with it. Nobody really sees a problem with it, and everyone's cool with it. So I was happy to get it. It's a good addition to the deck. I'm still trying to make the whole deck, like I said before, commons. Everything in the whole cookie jar deck is trying to be common as possible. Another update is, of course, if you heard what I said a minute ago, well, not a minute ago, but a while ago, I did say I made another deck in which it runs pretty well, but the thing is, it's different from my cookie jar deck because it's actually an insect deck. Same concept of milling out my opponent till they have no cards left in their deck, and it works. It works pretty well, but I'm still trying to make it faster. And again, if anybody can help, like, put in some input on what can make this deck faster, then yeah, it's much appreciated. Some of the main cards in there is, of course, a Warm Worm. I got one. I'm looking for 2 more. So if you have those, please PM me, and I will definitely trade you for them. Let's see, Warm Worm, the one I got from my friend. And then also is Shield Worm. Shield Worm's effect is basically for every insect on your side of the field, your opponent mills off 1 card from the top of the deck to the grave. And also, when you summon this card to the field, it goes to defense mode. So if you summon it off rip, it's a 4-star monster. It comes to the field, and then it goes to defense. And its defense is 2,000. So that's not bad for a monster. That's 4 stars. The next one is Nidoworm. It's a lot of worm cards in this deck, because a lot of them do say mill. Mill off 2 cards or whatnot. Of course, this is Morphing Jar, more milling. I'm not going to go through the whole deck. I'm just picking out key cards. Howling Insect, because when it gets destroyed, you can special summon an insect monster from your deck. So you can pick like Shield Worm, and when it's summoned to the field, it goes to defense. So it's a good defender against some monster that's like under 2,000. So it's a good little blocker on top of when it's summoned to the field, your opponent mills off 1 card. Or depending on how many cards, insect cards you have on your side of the field face up, could cause you your win condition. Lure Wire, which is also good in this insect deck, because basically, if you have an insect in your graveyard, you can remove it from play to destroy one of your opponent's monsters. The best thing about that is, if you're running Howling Insect, and they say, oh, I attack it, when it's face down, it gets destroyed, then you can play Lure Wire, remove Howling Insect from the grave to destroy their monster. And leaves them wide open, and you just get a monster from your deck that's 15 or less, and a special summon to the field. So that gives you a monster that you can hit them with. What else? I think that's all I really want to talk about in this deck. Gravity Bind, to make sure that you don't get hit. This card called Spider Eggs. This is also good. With Gravity Bind and level limit of B, I think it is. Yeah. Because your opponent's monsters are going into defense mode if they're level 4 or higher. As well as what's a good card with level B is this card. Oops. One of the spiders. I don't know if you can see it from the glare. There it is. Basically, its effect is, let's say your opponent, after you play like level B, level limit at B, because it causes your opponent's monster to go into defense mode, right? You play this card face up, and you tribute this card to destroy all face up defense position monsters on your opponent's side of the field. And yeah, that's good with no entry, level limit of B. Even with Book of Eclipse. So, yeah. I also use Mask of Restrict. Mask of Restrict has helped me in some duels because it's less like, okay, they can't synchro because they gotta tribute their monster, or I synchro something by tributing this and this. No. They can't use the Frog Monarch lock. No. They can't do a lot of stuff. But, Dark Door, only one monster can attack. What's funny is oops. Okay. If you use these three cards, it will actually save you from any damage of the turn, or as long as possible, I guess. What you want to do is, you probably want to do it like this. You can do it in this order, I guess. You can do this card. This card is like, you know, you're going to probably be like, what the hell? Why would you run this? Okay? I'm going to show you 3 cards. Okay. How you would do it is, you would play in that, basically in the order I showed you, or in like this order first, Spider Eggs first, then Token, and then like no entry. Anyway, either one of those cards can be switched up except for the last one. The last one is key card. Remember that. Okay. Basically, that card lets you, last card makes sure that all your monsters go to defense mode. Spider Eggs, basically if you have 3 or more insects in your grave, you can play Spider Eggs. Spider Eggs creates 3 tokens. Their attacks 100, their defense is 100. Okay, so gives you like 3 tokens that are Spider Eggs. The next one happen to be the token. This card basically says tokens can't be destroyed in battle, and they also gain 1,000 for their attack. So that's good. And if you want to protect your tokens, like from, I guess say if they were attacking with a monster like Blue Eyes, of course you would play no entry. No entry, making sure that your monster, your little tokens don't get destroyed and you take no damage. So it's just like gonna be a pain until they destroy like the token card, trap card. It's funny to watch people be like, the fuck, why would... So, yeah. You can do this with scapegoats too, so either way. If you want to run like a straight token deck where you're just like, nope, 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 then you also got to worry about token Thanksgiving. That's a no-no. And they'll be just eating up those tokens and getting life points. What else? I think that's about it. This has been a good long video. Let me see. I talked about making the deck. Talked about my girlfriend trying to milk me out. Talked about the duel I had the other day. Did I talk about the team? I think I did. Okay, so my team, we finally decided to come up with a name. The decision between the two names, and the team name is going to be Team DUI. The DUI stands for Not What You Think. It stands for Damage Under the Influence. So yeah, a lot of people, they like that name. A lot of people in the team. So far I've counted, I'm trying, I think 10. I gotta recheck my list again. So for right now, that's 10 people just tonight. I haven't even went into my phone and actually looked at more people that I want to add. So there's a couple people that I need to add to my team. And if you like the video, rate, subscribe, comment, tell a friend, tell whoever. I don't care. Because they need to watch this video all day. If not this video, the one below it on my channel. If not that video, the one below that one on my channel. So yeah. That's about it, y'all. It is now 3:09 in the morning, and your boy is sleepy. If you haven't seen it in my eyes somewhere, look. So I'm gonna take my black ass to sleep. Everything I wouldn't do, YouTube. Peace.